Good day, students. Welcome to this JSS 1 Basic Technology lesson on basic electrical concept. While our basic science course covered electricity theoretically, this basic technology lesson takes a practical approach, how to handle components, connect circuits, read diagrams, and work safely with electricity in real-world applications. Electricity is the most important utility in Nigeria, yet millions of Nigerian homes still lack reliable access to it. Understanding electricity deeply opens doors to careers as electricians, electrical engineers, solar installers, and electronics technicians. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify common electrical components and their symbols, explain voltage, current, and resistance in practical terms, describe insulators and conductors with material examples, apply electrical safety rules, and use a multimeter at introduction level. Let us begin. Electricity in practical terms. Electric current, the flow of electrons, a charge, through a conductor. Symbol, I, unit, ampere, A. Measured with an ammeter, connected in series with the circuit. Voltage, potential difference, the electrical pressure that drives current through a circuit. Symbol, V, unit, volt, V. Measured with a voltmeter, connected in parallel across a component. Resistance, the opposition to the flow of current. Symbol, A, unit, ohm symbol. Measured with an ohmmeter or multimeter. Ohm's law, V equals IR, voltage equals current times resistance. Power, rate of electrical energy transfer. Symbol P. Unit, watt, W. P equals 4 or P equals V superscript 2/R or P equals I squared R. Practical reminder. Nigeria's main supply, 220-240 VAC, 50 Hz. Battery, DC a 1.5 VA battery, a 9 VPP3 battery, common in electronics projects, a 12 V car battery. AC, alternating current reverses direction periodically, used for mains supply, safer for long-distance transmission, easier to transform. DC, direct current flows in one direction only, used in batteries, solar panels, phone chargers. Conductors, allow current to flow, copper, aluminium, iron, mild steel, carbon, graphite, human body, water with dissolved salts. Insulators, prevent current flow, rubber, PVC plastic, glass, dry wood, air, ceramics. PVC insulation is standard on Nigerian electrical cables because it is cheap, flexible, and an excellent insulator. Common electrical components. Battery/cell, source of DC electrical energy, chemical electrical. Symbol, long line equals positive terminal, short line equals negative. Switch, opens or closes a circuit. SPST, single pole single throw, equals one switch, on, off. Rocker switch, push button, toggle, all common in Nigerian homes. Bulb/lamp, converts electrical energy light plus heat. Symbol, circle with X inside. Common types, incandescent, old, fluorescent, energy saver, popular in Nigeria, LED, increasingly common, very efficient. Resistor, resist current flow, controls voltage and current in circuits. Symbol, rectangle, BS/international, or zigzag, US. Fixed resistor, variable resistor, rheostat, potentiometer, like a volume knob on a radio. Fuse, a thin wire that melts, blows, when too much current flows, protects the circuit from overload and fire. Symbol, rectangle with line through. Must always be connected in the live wire of a circuit. Common ratings in Nigeria, 3A, 5A, 10A, 13A, for sockets. Circuit breaker, MCB, miniature circuit breaker automatic resetting fuse, trips when overloaded, can be reset by switching back. Used in modern Nigerian consumer units, distribution boards/DB boards. Capacitor, stores electrical charge temporarily. Symbol, two parallel lines. Used in radio tuning, motors, timing circuits. Diode allows current to flow in one direction only. Symbol, triangle with bar. Used in rectifier circuits, AC/DC, indicator lights, LED, light-emitting diode. LED, light-emitting diode produces light when forward biased, very energy efficient. Widely used in Nigeria for solar lighting systems, signage, home lighting. Transformer, changes AC voltage, steps up or steps down. Used in the national grid, step up for long-distance transmission, step down for household use. Symbol, 2-coil windings. Electrical safety in practical work. Never work on a live circuit, always switch off and disconnect the supply before making connections. Test with a meter before touching, use a multimeter to verify that a circuit is dead. Ensure all connections are secure, no loose wires. Use correctly rated fuses, do not replace a 3A fuse with a 13A fuse just because it will not blow. Do not overload circuits, use a surge-protected extension board if needed. Earth/ground connections must be intact for appliances with metal cases, washing machine, electric cooker, generator. Correct wire color codes, Nigerian/BECE standard leaf equals brown, older, red, neutral equals blue, older, black, earth equals green/yellow. Always respect wire color coding. Multimeter, introduction. A multimeter measures voltage, V, current, V, and resistance, omega, in one instrument. Also test continuity, if a wire or component is complete/unbroken. 3 key settings, voltmeter, for measuring voltage, connect in parallel, ammeter, for measuring current, connect in series, ohmmeter, for measuring resistance, circuit must be de-energized/off. Digital multimeters, DMM, are now standard, easy-to-read LCD display, available at every electronics market in Nigeria, Alaba International, Lagos, Sebangari, Kano. Auto-ranging models select the range automatically, manual models require selecting the correct voltage/current range. 3 examination questions. Question 1. Calculate the current through a 12 ohms resistor connected to a 6V battery. Using Ohm's law, I equals V/I equals 6/12 equals 0.5A. Question 2. State the difference between a fuse and a circuit breaker. A fuse is a short wire that melts permanently when excessive current flows. It must be replaced after blowing. A circuit breaker, MCB, is an automatic switch that trips or opens. When overloaded, it can be reset simply by switching it back on. MCBs are more convenient and safer for frequent tripping situations. Fuses are cheaper and suitable for one-time protection. Question 3. Wire color codes in a 3-core Nigerian electrical flex. What does each color mean? Brown equals live, it carries the voltage from the supply, the dangerous conductor. Blue equals neutral, returns current to the supply, normally at or near 0V. Green/yellow equals at, protective conductor, connected to the ground, provides a safe path for fault current to prevent electric shock from metal casing. 3 common mistakes. Mistake 1. Connecting a voltmeter in series. A voltmeter measures the potential difference across a component. It must be connected in parallel, across, the component, not in series with it. A voltmeter has very high internal resistance, so if connected in series, it blocks almost all current, the circuit effectively stops working. Mistake 2. Replacing a blown fuse with a higher rated fuse because it won't blow again. The fuse blew for a reason, there was excessive current. Fitting a higher rated fuse means the underlying fault, a short circuit, overloaded cable, is not protected. The wiring could overheat and cause a fire before the new fuse blows. Always investigate why a fuse blew before replacing. Mistake 3. Working on a live circuit. Never make connections on a live circuit, even at low voltages. Accidental short circuits can cause sparks, burns, and component damage. At 220V mains, it can kill. Always isolate, switch off and disconnect before working. Summary. Electricity basics, V equals IR, Ohm's law, current, A, in series via ammeter, voltage, V, in parallel via voltmeter. Nigeria mains, 220-240 VAC, batteries, DC. Conductors, copper, aluminium, wires, insulators, PVC, rubber, insulation. Components, cell, energy source, switch, open/close, bulb, light, resistor, limit current, fuse, overload protection, in live wire, MCB, resettable breaker, capacitor, diode, LED, transformer. Wire colors, brown equals live, blue equals neutral, green/yellow equals earth. Safety, switch off before working, correct fuse rating, secure connections, earth metal-cased appliances, test dead before touching. Multimeter, measures V, A, omega, voltmeter equals parallel, ammeter equals series, ohmmeter equals circuit off. For homework, A, state the color code for live, neutral, and earth wires. B, calculate R when V equals 9V, I equals 0.3A. C, name 5 electrical components and state one function for each. Attempt a quiz on your LMS. Respect electricity, master it safely. Visit Litech Academy at academy.litech.com.ng. Until next time.